Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I'm going to be using my Ninja Creami to make a really great banana split. This isn't just any banana split though. This is low calorie, high protein, and almost no sugar. So you ready? Let's get into this. Alright, to make this recipe we got lots of ingredients. To make the ice cream I've got Kroger Carb Master milk, some monk fruit sweetener. Keep in mind that this is going to be used for both the whipped cream and the ice cream. Don't worry, when we get to it, I'll tell you how much of this to use in each. Some vanilla extract, a couple of egg yolks, some vanilla whey protein. I'm using dimetized hydrolyzed ISO 100 whey protein. That's a mouthful. The reason I use that particular brand is it's low in cholesterol, it's easy to mix, and it has a really good ratio of calories to protein content. If you can't get this, that's fine. You can use any vanilla whey protein you want. All right, moving right along, we need heavy cream for the whipped cream, one medium-sized banana, and then we need to get into the toppings. I'm using some sugar-free orange marmalade, some sugar-free strawberry preserves, a little bit of canned crushed pineapple, some maraschino cherries, diced strawberries, a little bit of crushed roasted peanuts, some Skinny Mix's salted caramel sauce, and finally, I'm using Hershey's Zero Sugar Syrup. Just a word of warning, this is not very sweet. It tastes a lot like dark chocolate, but it goes really good in the ice cream. If you'd like to make this recipe, all the ingredients and measurements are down in the description of the video, along with the calorie count, the protein, the carbs, and the fat. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is take a medium-sized mixing bowl. We're gonna add in our yolks, and we're gonna just sort of whisk these until they get nice and smooth. You don't have to do this for any more than, I don't know, maybe about a minute or so. You'll be able to tell because they got sort of a consistent color and it just sort of looks a little bit smoother. Don't knock yourself out with this. It's not really that important. It's just that I'm anal retentive and I just do things a certain way. Okay, once it looks a little bit like that, and that was really only about 30 seconds or so, then we're gonna add in our milk, just like that. Get that mixed in and combined. Throw in our vanilla extract and get that mixed in. And then we're gonna add in our monk fruit sweetener. We're only gonna put about 2/3 of this into here. The last third we're gonna save for the whipped cream. So we'll just kind of mix that in. Just get that in and combined. Don't worry too much about it because we're gonna heat this mixture up anyways and it's gonna dissolve a little bit better. You'll notice I didn't put this protein powder in yet. We're actually waiting until we warm this up a little bit before we put this in. That way it's gonna dissolve a lot better. All right, next we're gonna take a medium saucepan. We're gonna heat this on kind of medium to medium-low heat. We're gonna pour in our ice cream mix. If you got any sweetener that's undissolved, you're going to want to make sure you scrape that in there. And we're going to heat this to 165 degrees in order to temper the eggs. Be sure to stir this every once in a while so nothing sticks or burns. For this part, if you got a digital thermometer like this, it's going to help out a lot. You can use one of those guns, but they're not quite as accurate as this. Now, once this reaches about 110 degrees or so, then we're going to add in our whey protein. You can see it's not quite there yet. So we'll just wait a couple of minutes. It's really not going to take very long at all. Okay, we're at about 122 degrees, so we are well past what we need. So we'll take our whey protein, put that in a little bit at a time and stir it in. And make sure you get that whisked in there really good and dissolved. Just enough to get it mixed. We don't want too terribly many bubbles on top of here, just for freezing the ice cream. In fact, I went a little bit crazy on that, but most of that should kind of pop before we get done. Now all we have to do is check the temperature on our ice cream, and when it's at 165, we can pull this off of here. We're almost there. In fact, we might be there now. Yep, we sure are. So we will take this off the heat, and we're gonna let this cool down to room temperature. Once this cools down, we're gonna pour it into our Creami Pint, being sure not to fill it past the max fill line right there. This is gonna be pretty close, but I think I got the measurements down pretty good, tiny bit low. But that's okay, because it does say max fill line. Oh no, it's pretty close. Ignore me. Once you got that filled in, we'll close this up. Excuse me, Boogie. Okay. Then we're gonna take our Creami Pint, put it into the freezer, being sure we put it on a nice level surface. That's really important with the Ninja Creami because if you freeze this all cockeyed and it's at an angle, you do run a risk of damaging your machine, so we don't wanna do that. Now, all we gotta do is close this up and wait for this to freeze, which should be about 24 hours. Okay, once it's been about a day to get that ice cream frozen, we're ready to make our banana split. Now keep in mind that if you have a Ninja Creami, it's always a good idea to have your ice cream already pre-frozen. That way we're not waiting a day to make our dessert. I'm leaving the ice cream in the freezer just for a moment because we're gonna make our whipped cream first. So we have our heavy cream. I've got a lot more in here than the recipe requires. I find that if you have more of it, it's a lot easier to make. Just keep in mind that we're only using a small fraction of this. So we have our heavy cream. We can pour in the remainder of our sweetener. The amount of your sweetener that you use is completely dependent upon you. A lot of people don't like to put any kind of sweetener into the whipped cream because the ice cream is already going to be really sweet anyway. But most people just like sweet whipped cream. So the sweeter you like it, the more of this you put in. And you really don't have to put a whole lot in there in order to sweeten it up. All right, I'm using an immersion blender with a whisk attachment. You can do this, or you can use a mixer or something like that, but we're making so little that I wouldn't want to break out the mixer and clean that thing up after this. Too much of a pain in the ass for dessert. This whole whipping process shouldn't take a whole lot of time at all. Remember, always start with low speed, and then we'll just work our way up. You don't want to whisk this too quick, but you don't have to be on the lowest speed either. Just kind of a happy medium in the middle. You'll know this is ready whenever you start getting nice little peaks forming on this. Don't over whip it though, because if you do, it's just gonna break down. You'll be able to tell when it's done. That and the fact that I'm gonna show you when it's done. Capiche? Hey, by the way, if this is your first time here and you want to learn some cool new recipes, get some great cooking tips and tricks and all sorts of other kitchen related things, then start now by subscribing to the channel and clicking the notification bell so you never miss a thing. Okay, that looks about done. Well, this is going on last, but we don't want to be dilly-dallying around trying to get this on here while our ice cream is melting. So we're gonna put this into a piping bag. You can get these in the grocery store for just a couple of bucks. It's worth it to have some of these laying around, that's for sure. You don't have to be too careful with this, just get some in the bag. You're not gonna use the whole thing, so don't worry too much about how much gets in there. Just enough to get onto your banana split. See, this is just a tiny little bit of this, but this is plenty. The rest of that you can use for all kinds of other things, like, I don't know, spooning it out of here and just eating it. That's always a popular one. Okay, I'm just gonna twist this a little bit, close this off, and I'm just gonna put this in the refrigerator until we're ready for it. All right, now it's time to deal with our ice cream. So, we'll just take this out, throw this into our pint container, slap on the lid, and lock it into place. Put this into our machine and lock it in. And since I'm using the new Ninja Creami Swirl, we have to hit the scoop button first. One thing about this machine, that whipped cream that I just put in the refrigerator, you could spoon that directly into one of these Creami Pints if you want to, and then you'd be able to put it up in here and use the lever right here to force that out of the bottom. That's a good way to put on the whipped cream topping, but to me, it comes out a little bit too fast and it makes a little bit of a mess. And I'm trying to make it look pretty for YouTube, so that's why I'm going the other route. Anyway, we're already on scoop. All we gotta do is push the light ice cream button because that is the type of ice cream we're making. I would never hit the creamy fit button because in my experience, that always comes out like shit. So here we go. All right, let's see how this came out. That looks pretty good. Let's eat. Okay, really quick before we assemble this, we want to get our banana ready. Most people try to peel the stem off and end up squishing the top of the banana, but there's a better way to peel this. You peel it from the bottom. Check this out. You just squeeze there, right around the base, and these parts will just rip right off. See that? And then you can do this without mushing up your bananas. Much easier. And then we just want to be careful when we slice this up to try to keep it symmetrical, since I am super anal retentive. Oops. Ripping that banana like that's gonna give me nightmares. One last thing to note is your plate. Good idea to have that in the freezer to get it nice and cold. That way it's gonna make this process easier for you and you're gonna get a lot less of your ice cream melting. All right, enough of that. Let's get this ready. Hey, Joe's Phenomenal now has channel memberships. For most people, you can see a join button down below the video window that you can click and see what type of perks I'm offering. If you're using an iOS device, you might not be able to see it, and if that's the case, I do have a link down in the description of the video as well. This banana split is so freaking awesome. I cut the sugar and calories down in every possible way that I could without having to sacrifice any flavor. And the best part is when you taste it, you'd never know. If you'd like a little bit more information about the Ninja Creami Swirl that I used to make this recipe, I do have an Amazon affiliate link for it down in the description of the video. If you buy anything through those links, I do make a small commission, but it doesn't change the price that you pay 1 cent. If you like this video, I bet you're gonna love this one right here where I use my Ninja Creami to make some really great pistachio ice cream. That's one of the most popular flavors there is, and in my recipe, we went the same route with the high protein and low sugar. Well, that's it for now. I hope to see you back again here really soon, and until that time, I'm Joe, and I hope you have a phenomenal day. Take it easy.